Jaxon.
And I'm Dylan.
And this is Wacky News.
Welcome to Wacky News. My name is Dylan. This is a podcast for kids, about kids, and presented to you by kids. My brother Jaxon and I will share neat stories every week for you to discuss with your friends on the school bus, during lunch, or whenever you want.
Hi guys, this is episode 1 of Wacky News. I'm Jaxon. This week we are going to talk about pizza.
Yummy!
Tigers. Bank robbers. And more. Remember that you can go to podcastplayground.com to learn about wacky news and all the neat stories we are sharing.
That's right, there will be pictures and videos from every story, and we will also have a list of vocabulary words. If you're listening to Wacky News and hear a word that you don't know, check out Wacky Words to read its definition.
Let's start off with our first story.
Tiger becomes best friends with its dinner. Tigers are pretty ferocious. They are tough and fierce, and they can be very hungry. So imagine the surprise of zookeepers at Safari Park in Russia when their Siberian tiger, Amur, became best friends with the goat they fed him for dinner. The goat was led into Amur's enclosure at dinner time, but unlike other dinner goats, he wasn't frightened by the scary tiger. Instead, the goat, who is now called Timur, earned Amur's respect by charging at him with his horns. And not only that, Timur the goat even kicked Amur out of his cave for a few nights so he could enjoy the tiger's bed. Amur and Timur are now friends. The zoo workers tried to remove Timur from the enclosure once, but Amur roared and only stopped when the goat was returned. Timur also shares his vegetarian goat food with Amur. One thing that is no longer on Amur's menu, you guessed it, goats. Now instead, he only eats rabbits, and I have a feeling he is totally okay with that.
That's a wrap. 2 wannabe bank robbers in southern Brazil choose really unusual camouflage for an attempted burglary in early April. In an attempt to hold their body heat and not to trip the bank alarms, the 2 men wrapped themselves from head to toe entirely with aluminum foil. Do you know what's wacky? That part of their plan actually seemed to work. But even though the foil stopped the alarms from sensing the robbers' body heat, it didn't turn themselves invisible. The bank surveillance cameras saw everything.
Huh? Wait a second. What the?
Security staff from the Bank of Brazil's headquarters saw the duo on their TV screen, alerted the police, and a team of armed officers arrived to stop the robbery. The 2 men managed to escape empty-handed, and they left behind a power drill and blowtorch, which makes the police think they were trying to break into the bank's safe. Take that, bad guys. Your robbery attempt was foiled.
Pizza box pizza. Why is the only thing better than pizza? More pizza! The owner of Vinny's Pizzeria in New York totally agrees. He was bored at work one day, and with nothing else to do, he started brainstorming about a way to stop people from throwing away all of their greasy pizza boxes. The next thing he knew, he had created a new form of pizza box, one entirely made out of pizza. The bottom part of the square pizza is a thick, fluffy pizza, and the lid is made of pizza crust that opens and closes, and served inside is a small, round pizza. The box is 100% edible and only costs $40? Wow! Maybe if my next report card is really good, my dad will buy me a pizza box. So Dad, if you're listening, pizza box! Be sure to visit Wacky News at Podcast Playground to see pictures of the original pizza box. Now for my favorite part of the show.
Wacky jokes! Okay, Dylan, what did the pencil say to the other pencil? You're looking sharp.
Why did the picture go to jail? Because it was framed.
Okay, Dylan. What stays in the corner and travels all over the world? A stamp.
What do you get when you cross a cow and a duck?
Milk and crackers. Okay, Dylan, what do you call an alligator in a vest? an investigator. Okay, guys, that's it for episode 1 of Wacky News. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and join us next week for episode 2.
And visit podcastplayground.com for more information about me, Dylan, and Jackson, as well as pictures and videos, vocabulary words, and more. See you next week!